Hello, my name is Eszylfie Taylor, founder and creator of the Taylor Method and president of Taylor Insurance and Financial Services. Today, we're going to delve into the third pillar of the Taylor Method, the opportunity, right? First, we have the approach. What do we say to get in front of people? Second, we talk about the fact finder. When we're in front of people, what questions do we ask? Third, the opportunity. Within the way they've answered those questions, where is the opportunity for the sale? This is where the magic happens right here, right? So you've got a good relationship with people. You've asked them a lot of questions. Now we uncover value. One of the things I say in the Taylor Method all the time is that I do not have to be perfect. I just have to be better than what you have, right? And so how do I do this? One of the things that I talk about a lot is planning from a macro perspective. And what I mean by that is looking at everything: insurance, investments, estate, tax, retirement planning. I want to look at everything. I find that a lot of people are very myopic, right? Very myopic, right? One of the things I say a lot is if the only tool in your tool belt is a hammer, then everything looks like a nail, right? So rather than trying to sell the hammer, why don't we sell the hole in the wall? Again, why don't we look for the issues and tell people this is how we solve those problems? Our clients are facing what I refer to as a drowning man's issue. And what do I mean by that? If you were in the ocean in a boat that flipped over, right, and you're literally flailing around for your life, and I came by in a lifeboat with a life preserver, do you care if that life preserver is yellow, green, purple, orange, polka dot? It really doesn't matter, does it, right? You just say, throw it to me, right? Because I have something that's going to help you. I have something that's going to put you in a better position than you're in right now, right? You're in no position to tell me, no, I don't like that. I don't care for that, right? You're going to take it. And this is the position we are in with our clients. We have the life preserver. We're able to save people. Think about this. When you look at the stats of how many people, how many families are either underinsured or have no insurance at all, when you consider the amount of wealth that's going to transfer, what is it, an estimated $41 trillion of wealth that's going to transfer from this generation to the next, right? People are drowning. They need us. When you look at the industry, it's shrinking. Fewer advisors in the business today. Population is growing. Fewer people have planned more than now than ever, right? Fewer people have planned. They need us now more than ever. It is our time. There's not a better time to be in this business than right now. We've got the relationships. We've asked questions. Now let's find out the holes, right? The gaps. One of the things I say in uncovering opportunities and presenting solutions to people is that I will never undo any good work that you've done. I'll never undo any good work that you've done. That's one of the most disalarming phrases you can say to someone, because no one wants to hear that they're doing bad things. No one wants to hear that their plans stink, right? So I go further and say, look, if there's 10 things you need to do to be financially secure, and you've effectively done 7 of them, I'm not going to change those 7 things. Moreover, I'm going to affirm them. Those 3 areas of vulnerability, however, I'm going to identify them and, more importantly, show you how to solve those problems. How does that sound to you? Great. Just that declaration in and of itself, if it's is going to evoke this idea of confidence and belief in you, that you're not trying to just get a sale, you're not trying to just push something on them, you're really there to help. See, in my mind, the term financial advisor is used very loosely. Very loosely, right? You might have a financial advisor that works at a wirehouse and is trading stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. And look, there's nothing wrong with that, but again, it's a myopic view. They're looking at one thing. One of the things that I would train and that I teach on is want to look at everything, and not only opportunities that directly impact you. And what I mean by that is, if I'm asked a client about their mortgage, right? I don't do mortgages. I don't get paid if they refinance their home or not. But if I identify an opportunity to help them, consolidate debt or to reduce their rate, right? That's going to have a positive financial effect on them, will it not? And if they just freed up $500 a month, right? They reduced their expenses by $500 a month by consolidating that debt. That's $500 a month they have to buy insurance. That's $500 a month they have to fund that college plan. That's $500 a month they have to put towards their retirement, right? So indirectly, by me not thinking about me and looking at opportunities to help them that go beyond me, it does come back on me. And this is why I live by the adage that givers get. right? So doing a good job of fact finding and doing a good job of uncovering opportunities doesn't only create commerce for you, it creates commerce for other people in your network. Realtors, mortgage lenders, bankers, CPAs, attorneys. These are all people that are going to be very appreciative that you brought them into the fold and also are going to think about you now when they engage their clients. So important. When your client believes that you're here to help them and it's not about what's in it for you alone, you really, really want to help them. When you make recommendations to them, then they're going to be far more apt to follow suit because they truly believe in what you're saying. So that's your job, is to create this comprehensive, holistic, again, I call it macro perspective planning. We want to look at everything, ask everything. Some people have the capacity to see, look, you've uncovered 10 things. There's 10 issues. Oh my gosh, let's get on them right now. Some people do not. Oftentimes I get the question, but Eszylfie, if you find 6 things, do you tell people all the 6 things right there and bombard them? Yes, I do. But it's a tempered approach, and here's what I mean. I'll literally go through the fact finder and go, here are all the opportunities I found. I found this. I'll list all them out, right? Of these 8 things that I mentioned, right? I want to meet you at your level. Do you want to tackle these 8 things today, right? Or which ones are most important to you that you want to address, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to work at your tempo, and I literally say that. Because I've been in client meetings where I've literally taken 7, 8 applications in one sitting, right? And I've also worked with clients that spanned over a number of years, maybe a decade, right, to get all the things that they needed to get done just because they were moving at a different pace. When you can remove your interests from the equation, when you can remove what you get from the equation and really put yourself in a position of like, how can I serve the client? How can I meet you at your level where you're at in this moment, right? You're going to see your business skyrocket. You're going to find far fewer in the way of objections, right? Because anytime you try to smash a square peg into a round hole, it's not going to fit, right? And even if you can, no, Eszylfie, I'm going to get it in there. It's not going to fit. There's always going to be a gap. It's always going to be uncomfortable, right? So what I say about building relationships with people and doing a good fact finding opportunities, I'm just showing you what's here, right? It's like if you had a contractor go to your home and you say, can you give me an assessment of my home? And they said, look, we could redo your kitchen, we could redo your bathrooms, we could do some landscaping outside. What do you want to do? And some people go, sign me up. Let's just bang it all out, right? Bang it all out. So, all right, maybe we'll start with the kitchen and then come back next year and we'll do the bathroom. And look, that's okay. I would be remiss. You would be remiss if you didn't point it out. Have we not seen some major calamities this year? Have we not seen untimely death and illness and financial ruin strike people this year? Right? I had an interesting call with a business manager just the other day, and she was referencing, well, is this something that my player is an NBA client really needs to do, and he's busy and he's starting it? And I said, yes. Yes, it is something that he needs to do. While you might have the perception, oh, it's just about me getting a sale. No, it's about your client, because here's the deal. Whether he buys from me or not, I'm good, right? It's 11 right now. I've got a 1 o'clock. I'll be okay. If he doesn't buy from me and he's underinsured, he has an estate tax issue, he has a daughter, right? His financial picture, not when he's playing, when he's done playing, will be in question, right? So yes, I'm going to say that he needs to do this now. And yes, I'm going to point out the issues. Whether you want to do it, if you tell me to go kick rocks and you're not going to do it, that's again, your prerogative. But I'm not going to stand idly by and not uncover these opportunities. And more importantly, tell you, here's how you fix those problems. And if someone doesn't act, they don't act. But it's our job to just disrupt people. We are disruptors, right? Disruptors, right? People, I don't know. It's oftentimes, I don't know how warm and fuzzy people feel. I feel like oftentimes when I'm doing my sessions, people are like, man, Eszylfie, I feel real bad about myself today. And I'm like, sorry, but I got news for you. I got some solutions that'll make you feel better, right? But don't lose sight of that. Don't lose sight of that. If you're waiting for things to happen for you, if you're waiting for the stars to align, if you're waiting for these opportunities to come about, don't hold your breath. They're not going to just happen, right? Nobody gives you a chance in life. You take chances. The great Milton Berle said, if opportunity does not come knocking, than build a door. I am from the school of thought that we make our fortune. We make our fortune. Nothing just falls in our lap, right? You have to be proactive. Proactive. I think one of the things I can attribute my early success in my career to is this, what I call it tactful persistence, right? Tactful persistence. And persistence is simply stubbornness with a purpose, right? And we are here. Our purpose, yes, we want to do well, we want to make money for ourselves, but our purpose is to help people. Our purpose is to serve people. And what better way of doing that than saying, hey, I've done an assessment of where you're at in relationship to where you want to be, and here are the holes, here are the gaps, here's the things that are going to stop you from getting there or make it more difficult. Would you like to address them? And in my mind, you put something to a client in that way, more times than not, they're going to say, yeah, this is something that's important to me or something that I want to do. And I tell people all the time, you can do half of what I say, or all of that, or you can do all of what I say, half of it, none of it, all of it, half of it, none of it. Your choice, your prerogative. But you will no longer have the excuse, no one ever told me, no one ever showed me that these things were there, no one ever showed me that these were issues, right? I'm going to tell you, right? Ultimately, you got to dream. You got to dream. And D, the first D is decision. You have to make a decision. Who are you going to be? Decide it. Write a line in the sand. One of the things that's so important is, in your mind, you make this decision, but I actually want you to verbalize it. Say it out loud, right? Look in the mirror every day and say who you are, what you're going to be, what you're going to do, right? Our minds can't make the distinction, right? Or rather, if you say something in your head, you don't verbalize it. Your mind knows that it's you saying it, right? It knows like, I don't know if I believe that as you saying that. When you utter something, when you verbalize something, your mind cannot make the distinction whether it's you said it or someone else said it. Interesting, right? So you make that decision. R, relentless. Be relentless. Do not stop, right? The true key to success, right, is not stopping, is not giving up. You must be obsessed. You must be obsessed with getting your business to the next level. You must be obsessed with helping people. Be relentless. E, execute. Got to execute. It's not enough. I always say there's a grave difference between intentions and actions. There's one thing to talk about. Are you going to talk about it or are you going to be about it? You must act. You must work. A, aim high. Aim high. Dream so big. Dream so big. If your dreams do not scare the people that are around you, right? If your goals and aspirations do not scare the people around you, then you're not dreaming. You're not thinking big enough, right? Aim so high. I always say if you aim for the moon and fall short, you'll still hit the stars, right? Be big. M, manifest. Manifest. Believe. Every day when people ask me how I'm doing, every day I tell them it's the best day of my life. Really, Eszylfie? It's the best day? Yes, I'm manifesting that. Right? Have you not realized in life that when things are going really well in your life and you're thinking and there's positive vibrations, the good things are really good and they spiral up, right? And if one bad thing happens, you're like, oh, that happened and this will happen, and it spirals down, right? What you think will happen, right? Dream. We are here, right? 20 plus years for me in the business. 25,000 plus client meetings in my career. We're here. Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. We are here. Eszylfie Taylor Method to help you. Surround yourself with people. Surround yourself with people that are doing the things you want to do, that are living the life you want to live, that have made all the mistakes, right? There's no easy way. There's no easy way. There's no shortcuts, right? But these pillars, following the path of those who blaze the trail before you, will certainly help, right? You got to do the work. I'm sorry, there's no shortcuts, right? But success is at your fingertips. You just have to reach out and grab it.